And you know what? Pete Buttigieg can take his electric vehicles and his bicycles, and he and his husband can stay out of our girls' bathrooms. Yep.
It's not just the delivering of the line, it's a finishing going, yep, nailed it, Margie. So that was Marjorie Taylor Greene, congresswoman, in some ways and not in others. She was speaking at a rally headlined by Donald Trump, and she is not gonna let him be the most vile person at the rally. So in case it wasn't clear there, Pete Buttigieg and his husband can stay out of girls' bathrooms because she doesn't even understand the talking points that are being used. March, listen, they've moved on from the outright demonization of gay individuals to some extent. They realize that's not popular. Now they're targeting on a daily basis the trans community as supposedly being predators, when in fact it is far more likely that they will be assaulted in bathrooms than anyone else. But she just mixes it all up. She knows that she doesn't like Pete Buttigieg. She hates that he's gay and has a husband. And so they are predators now, Francesca. They're going into bathrooms for little girls. They're gay. They don't want girls of any kind, little or not. There's so much I want to explain to her about the world and how it works. What do you think?
I just love that she threw in like everything, with their bicycles and their vegan cheese and Encanto and they just what?
Their matcha lattes.
And their matcha lattes. And they went in there to be a different gender. You nailed it. Like anything that is a boogeyman, throw it all in and just mix it up in your cauldron, Margie, and sip it and spew it out. That's it makes no sense. But yeah, also kind of a teachable moment between gender and sexuality. They are two different things. Yeah, gay men. Gay cis men still identifying as men would not want to be in a girl's bathroom, correct?
I think it is an opportunity for us to learn. Of course, our audience probably has the least need for learning out of anyone, but the people in that audience definitely could. And again, it's the mixing up. I know that you want to imply that every gay man secretly is a pedophile, even for the other gender for some reason. But why you gotta throw like the electric cars in there? Like, why is it gotta take your wind turbines and your cauliflower
and your Prius?
Why do you have to mix it up? Like why is she against
do your
lights?
butt stuff in the Prius? I'm sorry.
Got a hatchback. I don't know. She does CrossFit. Why is she against exercise on a bicycle? If you can bike to work, that's a great option. Gas prices are through the roof and she's demonizing non-fossil fuel transportation, but it got a pretty good response, not necessarily an amazing response. By the way, this follows on from a recent tweet that we didn't ever read, but where she had said, we don't have this. The Taliban is closing schools for girls above 6th grade. Democrats are replacing girls with boys in girls' sports. They both have no respect for girls or women. Don't try to do foreign policy. It's not your strong suit. I don't know what is your strong suit, but it ain't that. And just like she's our Monday menace because we want you to know that the outright demonization of the LGBTQ community never ends. Newsmax was attacking Pete Buttigieg for having kids. Recently, the right was attacking Dave Rubin and his husband for adopting. Like Dave Rubin, that is the only thing he's done in years that isn't offensive, and that's the thing you attack him for? That's a perfectly fine thing that he did. But they're attacking Pete Buttigieg for taking paternity leave. Look, for them, Pete Buttigieg is a convenient way to attack gay men and have plausible deniability. Pretend that it's just about Pete Buttigieg. It's not about their homophobia, which it very much is.
No, and it is. And I think the Dave Rubin stuff was incredibly revelatory to say that, look, the Republican Party, and I think even the MAGA movement to some extent, has tried to actually co-opt, I think, like a certain amount of like pro-LGBTQ plus language, like, well, yeah, it's not really about, your personal identity. It is about your politics. And we accept specifically gay, cis, white men. Like we're into that. Like that's fine. I mean, remember Milo Yiannopoulos had his moment, and there have been others who've been like sort of right-wing stars. And no, man, there's a ceiling. There is a ceiling if you are gay and you are on the right. And guess what? It's Roe v. Wade now, but they're coming for marriage equality. Mark my words, with this Supreme Court, even with the confirmation of Ketanji Brown Jackson, they're coming for Augerfeld.
I agree.
And they're gonna overturn it. They just will. It's going to happen unless we mount a defense against it. But again, with these Democrats, very difficult.
Exactly, yeah, there's no proactive defense. It's just another thing they'll fundraise off of.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.